For one, at the end of Icebox, all the glory. The other will be gutted to have come so far and go away empty-handed. SEN, they bought this hook, line, and sinker.
Now realizing the errors of their ways, Dizzy lays the groundwork now to try and take towards this B site. The man with the plan down, but it's an open angle here that wasn't actually smoked off. And it's not available for them. Still fights ready to be taken here. Sentinels trying to get fast onto the approach and hot on their heels. The kill onto Lakia, it evens it out to 4-4, but you got to think the advantage now to Gen.G.
Zellsis going to have Dizzy back online, I think. Was he able to pick that one back up? Surely.
Late lurk, Zellsis seeming like he might be aware of it. Drifting back and forth. What a shot straight to the cranium. Sassy defusing is already on half. Sassy defusing, Wingman, hello, already on the half, but it might have just brought them that critical, crucial lifeline. Munchkin from the side. An attack from second is that uncertainty, but he's defended in time by John QT. You absolute beauty.
Huge.
Yeah. We stopped and stunted, and the full group up again from Sentinels, looking like they are really ready to fight this one. Tooth and nail seems to be the call. Everybody through now with the thrash, setting it up from Sassy. It hasn't been dealt with here still. Wingman forwards, Entertainment not online, and they are really trying to flood in and through, but Gen.G in the high ground positions on high, trying to topple them over. Zellsis, the difference maker. Right when his team needed it, 2 versus 2, and guess what? Spike, drop down, top nest.
Wingman delivered that one like a juicy little delivery.
Oh, speaking of delivery, Sassy out wide, but Zellsis again. It would have to be the ace, and it's shut down in its tracks. Players have to watch the belt position, at least on that high ground approach. Wall up in his face. There is some danger here. Up close, it's all about the reactions, but again, they could come from any direction. No command, and it's a jiggle. Almost anticipating and expecting there to be that level of aggression. Still tense. He's in that top position with the operator still. It's a half clearance, and punishment in place.
Beautiful adaptation from SEN, deciding to take the fight to Gen.G.
Sounds into this one here, but it's Munchkin who he needs to seek out the weaknesses, really. Will SEN give him any? Doubled up, shoulder to shoulders, an updraft peak here from Zekken, so he's just clearing all the potential possible spots, but there is that blind spot. Munchkin, eventually. Big ultimates for them to use to try and get themselves into this. In fact, it's on the other side of things. Do they have anything to deal with Zellsis? This lockdown, contacting, and walking right now. Finally, the mollies being used to try and take that backside control texture. Oh, he's
lineups.
Deep,
here it comes.
Spotted lineups.
Oh, missed!
Against the wall here. Moshpit has to be committed. Will it break? Yeah,
no, because it needs the fragment as well.
So the additional util just doesn't add up. It was all missed in time. Tens forwards here. There is Entertainment. Fragment nade. Does he expect it? No, he does not. Meteor again taking matters into his own hands, and he's slipped himself up into that forward position, but finally dealt with. Shut down. Lakia cannot withstand it. This pressure is just immense.
Sentinels with a successful retake. We're talking the best teams in the world. Of course they have setups for that. But it got missed somehow, the fumble from Gen.G. I don't know what piece of architecture that hit onto.
I won't claim to know as well, but
it's just on a door frame by the look of it. He's really going to peek and he decides to invest the thrash.
Oh my god, the knife, no way! He just disrespects it, and Second is out of there on top of the ropes. He does not want to be hunted down and away, but there's that Entertainment. Where's the help? Dash through, Tens is there! Finally, support arriving, but Lakia cleaning up that pesky player close towards yellow.
But Sassy's done enough, just by staying in an open area where the rest of his team could cover him.
Spotted in the window.
Yeah, by the turret. Yep. Great turret position there. Utilizing the new window that got carved out of Tube.
Real read here for Sentinels. But again, have to maintain these advantages when they are handed to you. And if you lose that fight into mid, suddenly 3 versus 3. Have a peek of things here. Out, open, timing against him. Second, he loses his fight, and just like that, it's turned.
Absolutely brutal for SEN. Great punishment on these peaks by Gen.G.
Reaction test here for Zellsis. He doesn't even need it. Blind as a bat, but he still sprays him down, but he can't follow through with the second kill. 1 versus 2. Knife. Ow, John QT not anticipating it. That pace and tempo injected into the round by Gen.G at just the right moments.
I love it too, because while you're talking about the post-plant aggression, the pause in the round baited out these little plays. I mean, Zekken didn't know exactly where to put his crosshair. And Ten's going for a peek under tube. Opens the win up for Gen.G. That's got to be frustrating for the SEN coaches. What a gift for Gen.G.
Even as anything. No imbalances here when it comes to the rounds. Our fight taken straight to them here. Opting into the scrap. Zekken, there's no way you dash into that angle, and he is punished.
Wow, what a flash from Munchkin. Just bleached the eyeballs of Zekken, and Ten's looking to try to take the fight.
The dizzy didn't get broken in time. No way!
What a wall bang!
Right through the wall. And Ten's still not going to be removed from this spot. He just sees it, head poking over, but now has to respect it. Players all around him. Sassy, your turn to strike back if you can, while the iron is hot, and hot it is! They drop him! No entry into the site. Stand your ground, say your piece. Divine Merchant on his feet.
They must realize, though, that they got kind of lucky with Munchkin missing the fragment grenade before. Look how good the flash dizzy is.
Yeah, just can't break it, can't withstand it. Here comes a lockdown, though. It's fast by SEN.
Is there anything to break it?
Pushing back right into the flank. Sassy! He's caught in the open. Didn't withstand it with his gun out.
He thought Gen.G were going to fight the lockdown, but the lockdown came too early. Gen.G weren't in position for the lineups. Now Zellsis in mid.
Catching Meteor, crucial to the round. Success. Orb in his face, blooms and blossoms fading away. Here's the footsteps, here's the running gun. Zellsis! Awareness off the charts. Pit dropped down too. But dodging that one with the detainment. The Thrash not getting anything. And the decay damage, there it is. Putting in work with Zellsis leading that charge still.
The spike, it went down. Wingman able to plant it in the midst of all of this. But this pit, it's not a post-plant play. It's for SEN to go for the retake.
And they got all that space, still have to clear through this one. Charon has a snake bite, at least one with the tap. And now they're floating through onto the side. That left hand flash! Magnificent! Munchkin to deliver. And he's got to stand and do it now. The tap, forcing out the bullets, no more. Left in the chamber.
But I don't feel like I'm seeing the nerves hit the Gen.G players. It doesn't feel like a collapse from them.
No, it feels like SEN stepping up.
It definitely does. The adaptations they've made and the awareness of how Gen.G want to play Icebox, loving the way that they're defending. The pit there from John Cutie was immaculate. Zellsis awareness too. But then Tens is still rotating off.
It's really orchestrated. I mean, they just know. When the orb's up like that, they only catch one onto the knife. Yes, they could cut noise, but Zekken holding from the top rafter position here. Plenty of angles to adjust and choose from, but they are walking right into the one that matters most. Dash online, backs away, Sassy, close now. In their faces, willing to take the fight straight to them with only 25 seconds left as the final round of the first half. And an important one at that, Wingman broken. That's the confirmation. Gen.G have to follow through with the weaponry and the guns, and they're finding their own place, but it's only down to one. Texture, Soul Survivor breaks it down. Munchkin late to the party, and jumping around, the nerves at play.
They need this one.
Open face by Charon, almost with the punishment. Tagged down by the turret, just seeking to at least destroy it and remove some of that mid-round information.
That's not the only piece of aggression in mid. Texture, Lakia, still trying to get posted up there, making sure that SEN don't play in that area.
Jump spot from Tens here, but he's out wide now with the face in top of the dizzy. They have to give up their space here, but Gen.G might seek to try and fight this one. Wingman is already in the fray, through the back of the side here, broken, down, lands out in the open, but behind the box, Zekken finds his mark. Precision being the name of the game, but Gen.G not willing to give up even a scrap of territory. No map control. And no gain really for them. Gen.G takes to, oh my goodness, 2. But eventually brought down. 3 versus 3, and the spike's still not retrievable.
It's a spike position.
30 seconds left.
They keep getting tucked behind this box over and over. Karen, though, he took so much damage earlier on, they could just spam him out.
20 seconds roughly in the round. It all comes down to this for SEN, and a pistol round. 1 to stand, 1, 2, fall! Sentinels are feeling it!
Zellsis on his feet again.
Familiar scenes here. Seen that one before. The deep knife gives him that chance for Munchkin to try and build up that ult, but here it is, fast and loose. It's a call made here by Sentinels. Looking to disrupt. No command. There's no abilities here, so Sassy going to be able to get that plan down. So again, into the post-plan situation we go. Gen.G going to be tested now on their retakes.
Gen.G are looking for the lurker, coming around throughout mid. There isn't one.
Yeah, just trying to clear it out.
Sassy can play so far back and just work off his thrash. Does Munchkin have some kind of knife to be able to deny this?
Mosh pit, flash, through and out Zekken. How the hell is he alive there? Thrash now finally being used, but it's offloaded. All the mollies as well. Thrash broken. Media, wide texture. Trying to claim another one here, being dropped down to 10 HP. 10, surely he falls, surely they go down. Half, out, Munchkin. Has he bought enough time? He's got too many targets to deal with. Too much indeed.
Small smile on the face of Zellsis. Zen creep ever closer. It was a tough one. They had to hold off all sorts. The swing that came through here, or in the previous, to be able to deny the wingman, I thought could have been punished.
Yeah.
But Gen.G just didn't have it in them. They've been stuck, paralyzed at 6. Gen.G do not have the weaponry to hold on against this. The knife collecting onto 2 at least, possibly even 3 there, indicating that it would be an A execute. Meteor gets pulled over to reinforce Munchkin. And then goes back as Munchkin comes. There is no noise. The re-hits working really nicely against Gen.G and the way that Munchkin likes to make hard reads.
Only one tag there with the knife. That is going to be the go button. Pressed here by Sen. Not just that, but they're pressing the advantage, scaling deep into the back of the site. Probably giving an edge to them. Zekken is tucked deep, and there's going to be that supportive util. Look at that. 10's already holding for it. First signs of life from Gen.G. A flash and Molly is going to go flying. And there it is. Dizzy needs to be broken. Not quite. It just sailed right over, but a bit of miscommunication out here. Texture. The knife's at play. The knife's at work. He's going to try and slice and dice to victory. Gen.G finding that footwork and the ground gained and granted to them. 2 versus 2. A weapon. At least with the upgrade, Meteor is going to be holding this one. He's going to be defusing this one, but already the wall fades and topples away. Half needs to be earned, and he does get it, but time against him entirely.
Zellsis again is there.
Either crumble or makes diamonds. Texture misses the adjustment. Can't quite hit the snap to the side, and now pushed away from the angle. In fact, even activates the dash, anticipating like it could be a follow-through, but it's not. But Sentinels are out of there.
He's getting good information here, Bren. The fact that Texture popped the dash and got back on the angle is telling Gen.G to keep 3 players A. And they have Lackey on pipes too. This is looking like the way that Sen wanted to defend.
Certainly is. Here, Zekken! Matters into his own hands, leading the charge with the dash. It just collides right into the collision of 410. There needs to be the adjustment. It's not there! An inevitability! The line that's been drawn, and Sentinels willing to cross it. And this will be them as an org, as players, as individuals, etching themselves in the history books. But one last hurrah for Gen.G. Has to put a stop to it now. Thrash clears through, that's entertainment! Takes a drops down, but he's fallen prey to it. Hunted down. Up to Lakia. He's called for the reinforcements, but this is it. It's a brutal scenario. They're picked to pieces. Thread unraveled. Sentinels can feel it.
The ult even forced out a Meteor here to try to keep the Horde back. But they're in a 3v5. There's nobody on A. Where's the win condition? It just looks like Sen are going to have a free ticket to A. Zekken's going to make a play down mid, and it gets cancelled. Why would you even bother taking the risk?
Play it together. Thrash, second round. To clear the way through. It's Munchkin standing his ground. Knife just a little bit too late here. They can feel it now. Pressure mounting. Gen.G stacking, but they will topple. They will fall. The rifles are too good. 1,000 days and counting. Sentinels maintaining their relevancy.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
The last time they were at an international event, last time they earned any sort of accolades.
Toxins going up.
And Caron, from rank to rookie to tier 1 play, left to stew. Pacific's hopes and dreams laid on his shoulders. Gen.G's hopes and dreams laid on his shoulders. But how much can one man do? First one found, second one not there. It's over. Sen City, here to play, here to stay. And history has been made.
Sentinels organization leapt to stardom, became a household name because of the win that they got in that first ever Masters event. They have struggled, they've been clowned on, last year was devastated, but this group of players has done it. They put Sentinels back on top. The best team in the world to open 2024. And I can't believe it happened like that. 5 maps, Pacific's hopes dashed.
Hopes and dreams, and that's what they'll remain. But for Sentinels, proud of how far they've come here. Gen.G will take a bow. It's a curtain close finish. Not how they hoped, not how they liked. It was supposed to go differently for them, but they just couldn't pull it over the finish line.
They've still made history. They've still made history, but that trophy is not for them.
Congratulations to your Masters Madrid champions, Sentinels! An unbelievable run, a historic run, a team that went from rags to riches right here in Madrid, Spain. They controlled their own destiny, and now they can finally say they are champions. An unreal sight here as every single member of the Sentinels hoist that trophy over their head. A long and difficult path for each and every one of those guys on that stage. What a run.
Madrid, lo habéis estado haciendo de locos. Menudo partidazo que hemos tenido en el día de hoy. Os habéis portado, ¿eh? Habéis sido unos magníficos reyes. Muchísimas, muchísimas gracias por venir hasta aquí y por celebrar con nosotros. Now, as in for the interview, you ready? Since I'm gonna start with you. Of course, everybody's chanting for you. But after 3 years, you can say that you are finally back. Talking about being back, your mom is right there. Don't get emotional, because I get emotional too. What does this mean for you? You lifted that first Masters International trophy, and you get to celebrate this one as well.
Honestly, it's just an amazing experience getting to do it with these guys here. Being able to lift it once again, and of course, a big shout out to the amazing audience here in Madrid, Spain. Appreciate all the fans of Sentinels, and thank you to my family.
Le he preguntado que qué significa para él. Claro, después de tanto tiempo él estuvo en ese primer trofeo que levantamos en una Masters internacional y obviamente se siente increíble. Por supuesto, os da las gracias a la audiencia que ha estado aquí porque habéis sido lo mejor de lo mejor, que con este equipo se puede cualquier cosa. Now, second, for you, you are probably now the best duelist in the world. Do you consider yourself to be that?
Yes, he is. He is the best duelist in the world. He is the best.
He is the best?
He is 100% undoubtedly the best.
Okay. You do not consider yourself the best, but you're definitely different, right? How would you consider yourself different?
I'm just willing to do the job. I have the best teammates in the world behind me, the best support that a duelist could ever ask for. They make my life so easy. That's pretty much it.
Yo le pregunto si se considera que es el mejor duelista del mundo y él dice que no, que la verdad que no lo tiene tan claro, que es realmente el equipo el que hace que tenga tantísimo éxito, pero todos sabemos, lo estamos escuchando, que es el MVP probablemente de esta Masters. Now, Zellsis, I need to hear from you. I know what you're gonna do, but please give me a bit, the best of both worlds, okay? We know, we have seen you on stage. You're given everything. Of course, going to 5 maps, the vibes need to be up, and I feel like you've been in charge of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a joke always going around that I'm only the vibe merchant, so it feels really nice that I got to lift a trophy, especially with these guys. Like, they really believe in me, everything I bring to them and everything they bring to me. And for once, it feels like we have a real team who everyone wants to win, and I'm just glad we got it done.
Anything else you want to add?
By the Sentinels bundle!
Tengo que dejar que haga eso, que celebre. Le pregunto que cómo ha estado manteniendo la energía tan arriba, sobre todo cuando nos vamos a un 5º mapa. Y él dice pues que todos sus compañeros lo hacen bastante fácil, que sí, que él está considerado ese tipo de persona que siempre tiene las vibes arriba, y desde luego que hoy lo ha demostrado. Sassy, this is your 2nd trophy, right? But you have been competing for a very, very long time. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. How do you see this moment in your career?
I think I'm old, I know. But yeah, I think I've been here for like 10 years already playing esports. I don't know, I'm just grateful. I consider myself lucky to play with so much like good teammates like Zach and Tyson, Jordan, John. Also the coaching staff made a great job on this tournament. And I don't know, I'm just happy to be here and happy to get my 2nd trophy international. Yeah, that's it.
Porque obviamente este es el 2º trofeo que él consigue, pero lleva compitiendo muchísimos años también en otros títulos. Me hace la broma, ¿no?, de que a lo mejor es un poco mayor, pero la verdad es que está muy agradecido de tener al equipo que tiene, de poder estar aquí y de celebrar todo esto y de seguir ganando. La verdad que un momento muy humilde para él. Now, Gen.G, how are you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm feeling great. Feeling dangerous.
I feel like there was a lot of eyes on you coming into this tournament. Of course, some might consider you a rookie, but what you did here during this entire tournament, but especially today, as a fresh, IGL coming into the big stage, what do you think has been your biggest struggle that you faced during this tournament?
Biggest struggle? I don't know. Our biggest struggle as a team was just like not playing like ourselves. We know we're the best team in the world, and yeah, we just need to play like that, pretty much.
Yo que le quería preguntar que con qué ha tenido dificultad, porque obviamente no lleva compitiendo tanto tiempo como los otros, ahora llega a este stage tan grande y no se viene abajo ante nada. Dice que con lo que más han dudado, con lo que más les ha costado es jugar como ellos mismos, sabiendo que son el mejor equipo del planeta. Now, Kaplan, you're in for last. We have been hearing your thoughts during the tournament, some things that you agree with, some things that your ups and downs as well. But what has been your biggest learning point from this entire experience?
I did not know the resilience my team was possible, and it means the world to me. I don't think we would be standing up here having won if we didn't have the hardest road in kickoff, and maybe if we didn't lose 2 days ago. We just get back up and we keep going, and they fucking want it, and whoops, they really, really want it, and I'll never forget that people can want it that bad, and I love them.
We love you. We all love you.
Le preguntaba que cuál ha sido, pues desde luego con las opiniones que hemos estado escuchando de él durante el torneo, que qué ha sido lo que ha aprendido, ¿no?, de todo esto. Dice que de no haber perdido hace 2 días, de no haberse visto contra las cuerdas, no se habrían visto en esta situación de levantarse, de darlo todo y por supuesto de ganar este torneo. Let's give it up one more.